Okay guys, this video is going to be another rehousing. These enclosures are so cheap to make and buy that I think I'm going to try to do some rehousings weekly, since I can just kind of run and pick new ones up and solder the holes pretty stress-free. So I've got three, another one of those basketball sized ones. I think I'm going to put my juvenile female Tarantulas darlingi in here. This is the one that did get paired originally, who molted out, so she's recovered from her molt, and I can now rehouse her into this, which is going to be her permanent adult enclosure. As you can see, it's very deep, perfect for fossorial. So she's going into that. I'm not going to record setting up the enclosure because I've probably bored you guys enough with that, so I'll just do that right now and be back with the rehousing in a sec. Okay, here's the finished enclosure for my juvenile female Tarantulas darlingi. This is dry peat moss mixed in with some vermiculite to try and avoid any mold. As you can see, there's plenty of depth for her to burrow. I've put in a little bit of a starter thing, whether she uses it or not, you know, up to her. She's an adult almost, I guess. So, excited to see what she does with it. And I'm excited to have some permanent enclosures for my females. So I'll get her out of her old one next. In fact, as you can see, where is she? There she is. As you can see, this is what she's in now. She badly needs the rehousing. Yeah, just a little Tupperware. So she'll be getting quite a bit of a good upgrade. So that's next. I'll get her out of this and into this. Okay, so hopefully this should be pretty straightforward. What I'm going to do is get her from here into this, so I can move her into the new enclosure. Let's get this open. Looks like she's kind of reorganized her little container here, trying to make do with the small space, which, you know, I don't blame her for. Get some of this dirt out. Looks like we had the beginning of a little bit of mold up here at the top. I don't know if you can see it. That's probably left over from when I was flooding it, when I was trying to get her to drop a sack. Okay, let's see. Probably what I can do is actually flush her out without having to dig her out. See what happens. She's got two entrances to her burrow here. I'm gonna kind of plug up the one she's not in. See if I can get her to back out into the cup, so that she has nowhere else to go. Come on, hun. I need a longer paintbrush. Let me dig one out real quick. Should work. Actually, that one will not work. Something a little more narrow. Yeah, that should be fine. I have a ton of paintbrushes from, there she is. Come on in. You should back out, please. A ton of paintbrushes from my years of collecting tools for art, and most of these have never been used, so obviously I'm only using the ones that have not been touched by paint or any other craft material, because I don't want to harm the spider. Come on, hon. I need you to come out. Alright, looks like I may need to actually dig her out, like I was hoping I wouldn't. Oh well, where's my large tongs? There we are. I'm really hoping I don't inspire her to rush out at me. She's never really been defensive, but you never know when you're tearing up somebody's home. Crickets are making a racket. Okay, let's see if that helped at all. Goodness, she is being stubborn. Come on, babe. You're way too small for this. I'm gonna give you an upgrade. She would much rather be buried than be flushed out of her burrow, so this is taking longer than I thought it would to get her out. Come on, baby. You'll not like the new digs, I promise. I give you my word you'll like it. I just need you to come out. Okay, I think probably what I'll do is cut this and restart it when I resurface her. So, alright, so I finally gotten her to come out. Now I need to get her, I need to convince her to come up into this cup so I can pull her out. There you go, baby. I hope you guys didn't get to see that, but there she is. No worse for wear, just a little dirty. Next, trying to upend this without letting her fall back down to the cup. There we go. Looks like she does kind of have her fangs out, like she's ready to throw me a threat posture, but has not yet. There we go. There she is. This is Sonia, Strategyrus darlingy female, the one that was paired but molted and thus no sac, but not her fault. Next I'll get her into her enclosure. Okay, so here is Sonia. Sonia's new enclosure. She'll be able to grow into this really nice. It'll be her adult enclosure. What I'm going to do is try to usher her into this starter hole, see if she takes the hint and wants this to be over with. She's been very good so far, except for being a bit stubborn earlier. There we go. Next, let's see if I can get her to come down off the wall. Alright, chill out, baby. She's much larger than the female that has now been paired, but not bad. Okay, that a girl. Because I'm wary of her bolting, I'm going to do this very smoothly, see if I can. Awesome. She did very well. Let me see if I can get a close-up before she bolts. And there she is. Very pretty girl. Too bad she molted. Maybe she'll get another chance at being a mom someday. But now set up in her brand new enclosure. I think she'll be happy. Okie doke. There are 2 other rehousings to do, so move on to those next. Okay, so rehouse number 2 is kind of a cop-out. I'm going to set up the enclosure, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet that I'm moving in here because I don't have it yet. It's actually coming, I think, on Tuesday. So I'm going to get the enclosure ready. It is a female, and it is a New World. And I have one, but mine is a teeny tiny baby that will take years to get any, discernible size. So I have purchased a female, and she'll be coming early this week, and that's what this enclosure's for. She's, I think, 4.5 inches, so this should be fine. Hopefully she won't outgrow, but if she does, whatever. So we'll get that one ready now. I'm not going to record it. Alrighty, here's the finished enclosure for the new secret surprise female I'm receiving from KF Invertebrates early this next week. This here is the only hide I've got currently, and I hate these things, but I've got them. I might as well use them. It's one of these carved cork rounds. They just look so unnatural, and I hate them. But it's what I've got that works best for this particular enclosure, so I'm going to use it. Knowing this genus, she won't even use it. She may fill it in and cover it up, and if that happens, then it happens. Whatever. As you can see here, it's got a pretty good depth, so she'll be able to burrow if she wants. And yeah, I do have a fake soft succulent plant in here. There's no way for the spider to cut itself on this, and there's obviously no height for it to fall from. This is about my dirty hands. This is just about 2 inches from the top, so even if she climbs on it, she won't fall. No space for her to fall, which is exactly what you want. So this will be waiting and ready for when I receive her, and I'm going to do a review and unpacking of that shipment. So yeah, one more to make. Okay, so this last one is another one of these smaller containers. The problem with these is I'm trying to only do these really nice, clear custom ones for my females. And as cool as these are, I don't want to buy small ones for the slings. I would much rather just prepare them for the females as adults so that they can just have them as their permanent enclosures. But the problem with these is that they're so small, they don't really work for any adult-sized tarantulas. So the first one I got of these houses my Cereocosmus Bertae, and I think it's going to be the perfect size for her. A 1 to 2 inch tarantula in here is perfectly at home. So I think for this one, I'm going to put my Cereocosmus elitesi female in, and I feel kind of bad because, well, there's her current enclosure, and she's only about an inch, and I only put her into this a couple weeks back. And so I'm going to have to uproot what she's done. She's kind of coming out. What she's done work-wise on her home, and I feel kind of bad about that. But in the long run, she'll be happier in this bigger space, and it'll be her permanent enclosure for the rest of her life with me. So go ahead and set that up. Okay, there we go. Nothing too fancy. Perfect for her to grow up in. She's already nearing her adult size anyway, so... She is so inquisitive, I love it. Let me go ahead and... Hey, hon. You come out and say hi? I'm gonna clear some of this out real quick before I move her in. Such as... Excuse me. She's already sensing her den getting torn up. I'm sorry, sweetie. You'll make a much nicer one. She's like, what are you doing? Are you just looking for food? I'll feed you here when I rehouse you, okay? Yeah, she's thinking that I'm about to offer some food. I know. You're going to be sadly disappointed and then too startled to actually eat your food. Man, she is so inquisitive. I love it. Okay. Let's see if I can make this super easy. Paintbrush. All right, hon. There she is. Oop. There we go. Oop. Sorry, baby. Trying not to get any substrate on you. Alright. Oh, baby. I'm sorry. Coming out. Let's get that off of you. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know. You just got into this enclosure like 3 weeks ago. I know. I'm uprooting your home. I'm sorry. Yeah, she wants to go back in, but it's gone, baby. Come on. There's no place for you to hide. Come on. Your burrow's gone. I made you a nice new one. Come on. Alright, hang on. Okay. Alright, hang on, baby. Alright. Well, she's made herself a new one. It didn't take long. Now you're all buried. Where are you? Let's see if I can... Man, she really buried herself. Sorry, this is going to be hard for you guys to see. You are going to be all dirty now. Where'd you go? There you are. You dummy. Why'd you do that? Now look at you. You are covered in dirt. Alright, let's try this again, huh? Come on. Oh my gosh, so stubborn. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you. Oh, there you go. Didn't mean to make you topple. Come on, no, don't do that again. Come on, I need you to go out. Come on. Go on. There you go. There you go. Little troublemaker. Well, there she is in her new burrow. Hopefully she'll deepen that and web this up a little bit. I didn't expect her to give me that much trouble, but all's done, so we'll see how she spiffs it up. I do feel pretty bad about having to uproot her from her rather recent rehouse and unpacking, so hopefully it doesn't take her long to settle in. I will probably wait until tomorrow to drop a cricket in, just so she can settle. But obviously, you know, there was some feeding response when I was pulling out the web, so she's hungry. So, we will do that tomorrow. Cool. Okay, that's the last rehousing for this weekend. I will do some more next weekend. But who knows what. We'll see.